So our season so far has seen us finish 15th, 15th, 18th, 12th, then 10th with our first race with, actually no, second race with the wheel. So Australia controller 15th, Bahrain wheel 15th, Vietnam and China 18th and 12th controller, Netherlands 10th with the wheel points, Spain, Monaco, Azerbaijan all with the controller 16th, 19th, and then best finish of the season to that point at Azerbaijan with the controller to get points. That was a hell of a final stint there, overtaking 7 other cars. Canada 20th and last with the wheel, yuck. France 16th, not the best with the controller. Austria, 8th with the controller. Best race of the season, best finish of the season. Non-stop action throughout the entirety of that Grand Prix, was full on the entire time. And then in Silverstone with the wheel last time out, 16th. So hoping for better in Hungary, hoping for better. What I will do is, now that we're back on the controller, up the difficulty to 100 again. And we are fully dry for the entirety of the weekend at the Hungaroring. So let me do a quick YouTube intro, and then I can crack on. To be fair, I could even use that as the YouTube intro, couldn't I, with regards the rundown of the season so far. So if you're watching that on YouTube, drop the video a like, make sure you subscribe to the channel. That is a rundown of our season to this point. All of the videos are on the channel already, so if you want to go back and have a look at any of those races, then feel free to do so. Of course, if you want to watch these streams live, then there's a link down below to my Twitch in the description. As you see this, I'm probably away on holiday, so I'm not streaming for the entirety of the week from Monday the 3rd until Monday the 10th. There won't be any streams between the 3rd and the 10th, but I should be back streaming. Actually, I might be live on the 10th evening. It depends. I might be live either on the 10th evening, or I might be catching up with some YouTube recording, and then I'll be live again on the 11th. But I'm not sure when you'll see this yet. It depends if I can even get it edited before I go away on holiday. You might be seeing this after I'm back from a holiday, in which case I'll probably be streaming tonight. But for now, we're going to concentrate on this Hungarian Grand Prix. We've upgraded the car slightly. We do have another chassis development that failed, meaning that we're having to wait for that. And currently, in the vehicle performance comparison, we are the second worst team on the grid. So the car is not that good right now. The car is not that good right now. We are going to be going out in practice, of course, with our worn parts, and then switching back to our fresher parts for qualifying and the race. Our gearbox, this is the last race. Oh no, actually, we're getting a new gearbox. We're getting a new gearbox after this as we reach this Grand Prix for P3 for qualifying and the race, so that'd be good. No penalty for that either. And with the R&D tree, we have 1,000 resource points. I am waiting until we've done quali, because then I want to do this weight distribution. Engine cover or the rear downforce. I haven't decided yet, and I might take some suggestions from chat as to which one I do, but it will be one of those two. Saving money as well for next season, thinking either driver or new engine. Certainly getting a new engine, so it's either new engine and new driver as well. But we'll wait and see how Nick de Vries does here. He did well in Britain. We'll see how well he does here in Hungary, but I'm going to divert my attention to the chat and get cracking on track, so I shall see you in a moment in the YouTube video. I felt decent on tyre wear there, although lap time I definitely was not as quick as I needed to be. 465 of a potential 575 resource points there. We don't, well, I mean, on paper the car is slow anyway. It's the second slowest, as we saw earlier on, but I still feel like we are genuinely slow regardless. Because we topped the standings there, though, we should get the payout from our sponsor, our newest sponsor. The payout for that was top any session over the course of the weekend, and we've done that now in P1. So we should get some extra money, and at the end of practice we will get some extra resource points as well. I'm now going to go and put the the better bits in the car so that we can hopefully be more competitive. Despite passing the qualifying, we genuinely passed the qualifying expectation and the qualifying practice program, but it said it still expected us to qualify 21st, so I have no idea what's going to happen in qualifying. No idea whatsoever. We're getting loads of resource points though, which is great. I am going to chat. Do I put these resource points into the... Oh, Nick De Vries is going up a rating, that's good. Do I put these resource points into the aero or into the chassis? Because that's the biggest decision we need to make right now. Do I put these resource points into the rear stability, the rear downforce, or weight distribution? Because I'm genuinely not sure which would give us the biggest upgrade. Let's have a look. Our chassis is worse than our aero, supposedly. So we'll see what it is. I could go... You can see here in the bottom right. I think I might just be in the way. No, I'm not. You can see how much of an improvement it's going to make. And it looks like the weight distribution is going to make a bigger improvement. Definitely going to make a bigger improvement than the tyre wear. But how about the rear downforce? That's going to make a significant improvement as well. And it's less chance of failure there. Less chance of failure. So I'm going to do that one. I'm going to develop that one. And hopefully that will pass first time. There is more of a chance of failure on these chassis ones as well. I could really do with some more engine power. But I'm going to need... Fuel efficiency isn't an issue for us at the minute. I'm going to need more resource points. And I know I'm going to be changing... engine next season. We're so close that, yes, we might well be the second slowest on paper, but look how close we are to Renault, Haas, Alfa, McLaren, and AlphaTauri. We're so very evenly matched. So very evenly matched. That we could come anywhere from 20th to 8th. Depending on any given moment of performance. So let's jump into qualifying now. And see if we can't get ourselves at least somewhere decent on the grid. Car's just not quick around here. Thanks for the follow, Ryan and Co and Finn. Well, we qualified where the QualiPace practice program expected us to qualify. 21st. Nick De Vries very nearly made it out of Q1 into Q2 with a 1:16.4. 2.2 seconds slower than first, but 0.4 quicker than me. We did a 1:17 flat in the practice program, and it recommended us, or said that we'd probably come 21st. We've gone 0.2 quicker than that, and has still ended up 21st. Nicholas Latifi is so slow comparatively to everybody else, though. He is so slow. Right, it's going to be a tough ask to make our way further forward than 15th, 16th in the race, but we will give it a damn good go.
Your teammate beat you today. Was it a setup issue or something else?
I wouldn't say it's my loss. I think their setup made better use of the aero. Nick drove much harder than me. Nick did better than me. I did make a mistake.
You won't be starting at the front of the pack. Are you worried?
It's a worry, but we have to make the best of it anyway. I don't want to say anything negative against any of my departments. The result wasn't ideal, but we'll see what we can do.
What exactly was it you weren't happy about?
My driving. I don't really want to say anything about any of those departments, to be honest.
Appreciate your time.
No problem. Appreciate your questions. Well, probably a difficult race in front of us, but we will give it a damn good go at trying to get as far up the field as possible. Pierre Gasly still outperforming me there in qualifying. He's certainly got the edge on us in quali spec, but in race trim, we've had the edge on Gasly, so we shall wait and see what transpires in the Grand Prix. It's going to be dry throughout, so no alternative strategies, or not many alternative strategies will present themselves. I believe it's a one-stop in Hungary as well, so I have no idea. Basically, no idea whatsoever. Hopefully we can maybe go long on a set of mediums, and then be faster at the end. We'll wait and see what our options are strategy-wise as we jump into the initial race scene here now. Okay, because we were really good, this could be where saving that set of tyres in quali could really pay dividends. We took a bit of a risk by trying to do the 1 lap at the end of the session. It didn't necessarily pay off there, but it might pay off here in the race. What I'll probably do is go soft. No, I might just follow that. I was going to say maybe I'll go soft, medium, soft, soft. But I might go soft, soft, medium, and then know that I've got about 15 laps left in a new set of softs at the end of the race. So we'll go soft, soft, medium. So 14.29, and then try and get to about lap 55. We'll go soft, soft, medium, I think. There, 14, 14, 28, 14. That's what we'll do then. 14, 14, 28, 14. It's slightly quicker than the suggested strategy that would suit us already, having been pretty damn fast. You see our customized strategy there is supposedly a full 10 seconds quicker. It's going to be a long Grand Prix, over an hour and a half. Full 70 laps here at Hungary, but we'll give it our best shot. We should be pretty quick, I hope, in race trim with 3 sets of fresh soft tyres. An okay getaway, an okay getaway. Whoa, Latifi's right off the mark. Bloody hell, Latifi was quick there. Let's try not to have to flashback at the start of the Grand Prix, Chaz. Latifi rockets again. I just can't seem to do it, can I? It's like my one Achilles heel. I'm just going to have to be so slow. There was some debris fly off there. It's just landed on top of the Williams. I'm not sure whose winglet that was. So currently running last, although hopefully that won't last for long. Inside line on the Williams, and we're past George Russell. Goodbye. Now, Hungary is a track that is notoriously difficult to pass on.
We've held position on lap 1. That's not great, but it's not terrible. Stay focused.
So getting as many overtakes done as soon as possible whilst we're in this early phase is going to be important. We've done 2 already. Well, technically 1 from where we started. We've definitely got a run on Latifi here. Just need to avoid going into the back of my teammate in the braking zone, which we've done well. Bit of overtake button on the way out as well. Hold the inside line to turn 2. He'll have the inside line to 3, but we've actually got past him before we've lined up for 3, so we're up to P19. And that's gone well. I am going to have to keep an eye on fuel and just see what happens there, because I'm not sure how economical we will be. Or efficient. Economical isn't really the right phrase, is it? F1 car isn't exactly economical. The only DRS zone on this track is the main straight and then this bit, but it's the same detection point that dictates both. So if you get DRS behind a car on the main straight, overtake that car into turn 1, you then get DRS again, even though you've passed them down the run to turn 2, which can be very handy. I think a first stint undercut here could be massive, though. A first stint undercut could be huge. So I might pit around about lap 12 and just try and burn it around as many cars in front of us as we can. Because we know we've got a relatively quick pit strategy, and if we can just try and utilise that in free air rather than being stuck behind everyone, then that would be massive. So I might pit about lap 12. It would mean what? It would mean we'd have to go longer on another set. But clearly, track position is very important around here. Go away, Kimmy. Well, that was aggressive, wasn't it, Mr. Kimster? Thank you. Jesus, he went for it then, didn't he? Threw it on me inside. Just could have caused us both some damage.
Use your overtake button more. It's time to utilize some of this energy.
Yeah, the undertake's going to be massive, I think. If we're the only ones that do it, or one of the few of this group, we can make up some serious ground. Provided I get my in and out laps right. Genuinely thinking about stopping on lap 12 though. Because some may try and undercut by 1. So I'll try and undercut those that also have a similar idea. Someone's in the pits. One of the Alpha Tauris is in the pits already. Not sure who it is yet. It is, keep an eye top left, Danny Kvyat is pit already. On lap 10. Which is very early.
We've moved up into P18.
It's kind of what we're hoping to do, really. We'll pit next lap, though. We'll pit lap 11. Sorry, lap 12. Going for it into turn 13. This could be vital for pit strategy as to who gets the preferential treatment. And we've taken our teammate. We are ahead of Nick De Vries. Although we will be right underneath my wing now. Carlos Sainz is in the pits on a set of mediums as well. Oh, I wasn't looking. But somehow have pulled off an amazing... Wow, that was lucky. I wasn't really looking where I was going then. And somehow pulled off an incredible overtake. Let's see that again. It's Nick with a Y, facts. Nick with a Y. That was Daniel Ricciardo-esque. See what it looked like off board, shall we, if we change the camera angle. Just threw that up the inside of the Haas. Excuse me, thank you very much. We'll take it. That was fortunate, but I will take it. And again, to reiterate, we will be in on this lap. Alright, boxing for a set of softs. Pit stop number 1. Can we do some sort of undercut on a number of those cars in front of us? We will have to be very, very fast. But we will have the free air to try and do that. And it was a relatively quick stop, which was good. Right, we have clean air to just pump in as many banging lap times as we possibly can. And we are going to have to pump in some banging lap times if we're to undercut a number of those cars that were in front of us. Grosjean and the Racing Point of Stroll in the pits this lap. Stroll is out. We've taken Grosjean. That undercut has worked on Grosjean, but not anyone else as of yet. But there are more. There are more to pit yet. Stroll's come out on mediums as well, which means he will be slower. At least the tyre he's on is slower, but that Racing Point, even on mediums, might be faster than our car on softs. Raikkonen, Magnussen, the McLaren and Gasly all in, and we are past the lot. The undercut has worked for a couple of positions. We're up to P16. We undercut Gasly, we undercut Grosjean. We undercut Sainz. And there's still more yet to pit from that group.
Nick is coming in for his stop.
Nick De Vries in the pits, a Renault in the pits, an Alfa Romeo in the pits, and we have jumped the lot. Our pit strategy has taken us from P19 to P12. The undercut worked. The Racing Point is a very fast car, though. On paper, the Racing Point is the 4th fastest car. I'm more interested in the gap to Sainz, to be honest. And that's been stabilised at about 7.7, 7.8 for a couple of laps now. Kvyat's in the pits again. That frees up Carlos Sainz with some free air, but at the same time he doesn't have any DRS, so... Very intense, this track, isn't it? You don't really get the chance to relax anywhere. Oh, let me say thank you to Wazza, Banana, Kaiser Chief, Captain Shadow, Youngsgog, and Dragos for the follows. Thank you, guys. I am on controller tree, yes. If you see the green... Or you... Rephrase. If you don't see the rest of my camera angle because I'm using the green screen, then I'm on controller. If I'm on the wheel, you can visibly... I have the wheel in shot. I'm going to have to try and stretch this soft stint to make the strategy work. We've got the initial undercut, which has worked. I now need to make this set and the medium set go that little bit longer if we're to make the whole strategy work. So we will be slightly slower at the end of this stint, and we will make it go a little bit longer than perhaps we should. But it's for the benefit of the long-term race. Still, even though we pit 2 laps early for this set, I'm actually going to have to make this set last 2 laps longer. Keeping Gasly behind could be vital in the grand scheme of our entire pit strategy and our entire race. It's Ricardo in the pits. Thank you for the follow, Tegan. And Nathan, thank you for calling the answer to arms, or answering the call to arms even. One of the Haas's pit as well. We're actually up to P10 now.
Use your overtake button more. It's
Oh,
time
I
to
am.
utilize some of this energy.
Don't worry, I am. I could try and put the hards on to the end of the Grand Prix, but A, I don't know if they'd last. B, I've no idea if they're even going to be remotely quick enough. I doubt it. I doubt the hard tyre would offer me the grip that I'd need. They'd probably be slippy right from the off. Tempted to go on to another set of softs next and just run the 3 softs as quickly as possible. So I don't think the softs at the end of the Grand Prix are going to last long enough for me to really be able to make much difference. I just want to go as fast as possible for the entirety of the main part of the Grand Prix. So I am going to go to softs again next. Made that decision now. I'm going to go to softs again next. And we're going to run from lap 28 to 42. I just don't think the hards is the right call.
Gap to car in front is 7.3 seconds.
They'd be so slow that we'd lose the time we'd gain by not doing an extra pit stop. I would have been better off just doing, if I wanted to 2-stop, I'd have been better off just doing soft, medium, medium than soft, soft, hard. It's not actually going to gain any time. If I wanted to run the hard tyre, I should have gone like medium hard and just done 1 stop. Or even soft hard and tried to extend the soft stint as far as possible. We're going to pit next lap. And Ocon behind us is in as well. Ocon behind us is also in for another set of mediums. Or for a set of mediums.
Exit.
Oh, very quick stop. That was a great stop. Well done, team. Props to the team there. That was a banging stop.
Today, 1 stop left in our strategy.
Still come out ahead of Grosjean. Now I need to make this stint count. I need to disappear from those behind me and rapidly catch up those in front. If this is going to work. Fastest lap of the Grand Prix, a 1:19.4.
The car behind is dropping back. We're seeing a gap form.
That's what we need to do if we're to make this pit strategy work. 9 tenths quicker than our previous fastest lap. We've got to make this set of tyres last another 10 laps, so I'm going to have to be wary about how much I use them now. We are going to need them to last and be relatively quick at the end of that stint as well, although I have been driving quite hard so far. It's just a very slippery track in general, the Hungaroring. We shall have DRS soon. We will have DRS this lap. I'm going to have to be patient for a bit because I've used all of my, or the majority of my overtake button to catch them. I'm going to have to sit behind them and harvest electricity for a little bit, for a lap or two. Before I'm going to get the chance to properly lunge at them to overtake. Especially considering they're going to have DRS as well. Thanks for the follow, Brian.
Is 1.7 seconds.
I thought about it. Forced Danny Kvyat into a mistake, but I couldn't get near him. DRS, overtake button, rich fuel. Thank you for that position, Mr. Kvyat.
Nice work, that brings you up a place.
That's making the strategy work. Need to get these two past as well. Ah! Ballsed up my exit. I'm going to save my ERS.
Behind by around a second a lap.
And we're going to lunge Kimi. And we're going to take Kimi. I wouldn't have been able to get him if my teammate weren't in front. He backed Kimi up there. Or has been backing both Kimi and Kvyat up really nicely. Now, if you wouldn't mind letting me through, Nick, because we are on different strategies, that would be lovely. But I don't presume that that's going to happen, is it? There is no call team orders button, is there? Oh, how I wish there were. That would be a nice addition to my team, wouldn't it? If there was like a team orders button. You could say team orders, you overtake him, or team orders, he overtake you. To make it fair for the AI as well. That'd be a good addition. But with no DRS on him.
In this engine mode much longer, we're about a lap over target. Drop down to mix too soon.
He went really defensive there. It's forced me a long way wide. And it will cost us the position. Nick, you're holding me up, mate. As your boss, I'd like you to let me through. Right, I'm going to get it right this time. Is he going to go defensive again? He's not. This time, we make it stick. We make it stick. We're through. Right, I need to open up this gap as much as I possibly can then. Over the next
Our gap to the
5 laps.
is 7.2 seconds.
We won't be catching the Renault though, I don't imagine. Daniel Ricciardo is quick. Although, if he and Giovinazzi decide to have a bit of a battle, that could help us very much indeed. I can't help but feel I want to still pit on lap 42. Might split the two and pit lap 43. Well, I guess whilst the gap's still growing to those around us, one of the McLarens is in the pits. One of the McLarens is now out the pits. should be Sainz, question mark? It is, Carlos Sainz. He's made his final stop now. Does now mean that there's a gaggle of 3 there, though. I do have a Ferrari closing me down. I think as soon as that Ferrari gets to me, that's when I should pit. Gaggle ahead, he's still getting closer, though. And the gap behind is still growing. I guess whilst the gaps are closing and growing the right way, might as well stay on these softs. Norris in the pits, and Gasly as well. Norris and Gasly in the pits. I'm definitely pitting this lap. I have to cover the undercut. Or the overcut even. No, it would be the undercut, technically. Although they were already ahead of me. It would be, rather than an undercut for position, it would be undercut for time on, like, overall race time. I have to cover that. So I am going to be forced into the pits now on lap 43. Right, it's pit stop number 3 then. Been a while since we've done a 3-stopper. And Giovinazzi in front of us pit as well. We had to pit now. I couldn't have run it any longer. Thank you for the follow, Chickies Mega Pro. Teammates come in the pits as well. Hopefully I can get out of the pit box before he arrives. Quick stop, guys. Need a quick stop.
Go now.
Yeah, we've just done it. We've just done it. Hopefully that's not going to slow Nick up too much.
No more scheduled pit stops.
Final stop done. Now it's pedal to the metal. And let's make as many positions as we can. 21st to 17th so far in this Grand Prix. We have run as high as 10th. Gap ahead is 3.7 to Giovinazzi. Kvyat's in the pits. We're going to take another position. We're up to P16. Now we just need to try and take advantage of the cars in front, letting front runners through. Also helps that Giovinazzi and Grosjean are fighting. So they should both lose a heap of time here, hopefully.
For the mediums, car behind on the medium tyre.
Depending on where they decide to let them through. Which is here. Yellow flags somewhere else.
Okay, clear.
Oh no, it's here for the overtake on Giovinazzi. It's because Giovinazzi was running slow. But now that's brought us to within DRS range of Antonio Giovinazzi. Which is very much appreciated. I might not have gotten DRS. Oh, and Grosjean into the pits as well. Thank you very much indeed. Up to P15. Ricardo's in the pits as well, although he's come out ahead of us. But crucially, he's come out ahead of
We're leading our teammate by 10.7 seconds.
the Ferrari and Bottas. So he will have to let them through as well, and that will get him closer to us too. It's harder than I thought to stay with Giovinazzi here. Giovinazzi is quick. Both Renaults are there actually, and have got to let Leclerc and Bottas pass. Sebastian Vettel is winning this Grand Prix at the minute. This is the first Grand Prix where the Ferraris have actually bested the Mercedes. And now Giovinazzi doesn't have DRS down these two straights. We have been able to close the gap back up. Alfa Romeo is so fast in a straight line. So fast in a straight line. Even with DRS, he's pulling away from me. He should, though, hopefully, well, his progress should hopefully be slowed a little by the Renaults when we catch them, which hopefully we will do. And the gap to Kvyat has dropped to 2 seconds. Gap to Kvyat has plummeted. wary of Kvyat. It's Gasly I want to finish ahead, really, for the rivalry. Not sure where Gasly is on the road. Let's just check the race director and see who's done what stops. So everybody's done... Well, Checo's gone to hards. He's gone soft, medium, hard. As has Sebastian Vettel and Charles Leclerc. Albon has gone soft, soft, medium. So presumably he has another stop to make. Stroll's gone soft, medium, medium. He's done with his stops. Gasly's gone soft, medium, medium. Gasly's done with his stops, you know. Ocon has still probably got to stop again. So really, the only cars that have got to stop again are Ocon and Albon. And other than that, everybody else is running as is. So it does look like Gasly is going to beat us, but hopefully we can finish ahead of Ocon when he pits. So I'm sure there's no way, even without being drastically slow at the end of the Grand Prix, he isn't going to pit again. Kvyat is so fast. Look at that gap tumble. It's not a very long straight, but it's certainly long enough for him to be able to make inroads on us. And then with DRS here as well, if he's got some battery. Ocon and Ricciardo are fighting. Ocon and Ricciardo are fighting really hard. It's the three at the top of the hill there.
The gap to the car ahead is 2.4 seconds.
It's costing them so much time. And Ocon has to pit again. Ricciardo's passed. It was probably Ocon holding Ricciardo up, so Ricciardo would probably just disappear into the distance now. I was hoping that he'd hold them up a little bit longer than that. So whether it be on track or via a pit stop, we should overtake Esteban Ocon before the end of this Grand Prix. We're going to be battling with Daniel Kvyat for the next 16 laps. Penalty to Arsenal. That's exactly what I want to hear. Charles Leclerc has retired. We will gain another place from a retirement.
Yellow flag.
Why is Charles Leclerc retired? The Ferrari that was ahead of us on track, not that far down the road. His engine's gone. Charles Leclerc's engine. Bang. Unreliability plaguing the Ferraris. He is out. There he is, parked on the side of the road. No virtual safety car or anything, though. I haven't had a single virtual safety car or safety car all season. Ocon's pulling away now. Oi, oi, oi. When did Ocon put his tyres on? Lap 30. His tyres are 12 laps older than mine. I'm doing early 120s basically. And somehow on tyres that are that old, 12 laps older than mine, he's running similar lap times, if not slightly faster by like half a tenth here or there. How? Esteban Ocon is incredible at tyre preservation, it seems. So Williams, oh, Latifi's going to retire. Latifi's retiring, that's what it is. Nicholas Latifi out of the session.
Terminal. They're retiring the car. Okay, clear.
Latifi retiring has gained us a little bit of time on those in front, getting in the way around the chicane. We are within 2 seconds now of Giovinazzi and within 2.2 rather than 3.2 of Esteban Ocon. And the way we've held Kvyat behind just shows how track position is king around here. Maybe we could have done what Ocon's done. Maybe we could have gone soft, medium and saved an entire pit stop. And made these medium tyres last as long as we needed them to. It's Swapping fastest laps at the front, and we are within DRS range of Antonio Giovinazzi, he says as he runs wide and then loses it. We are within DRS range of Giovinazzi. But subsequently, Esteban Ocon as well. Might be a hairy final 2 laps, lads. Might be a hairy final 2 laps.
Keep managing your tyres. Manage your tyres. Gap to teammate behind is 10.2 seconds.
12th place is right there. Ocon, on those worn tyres, has backed Giovinazzi right back up to us. But that Ferrari engine is so powerful. We're within DRS range of Ocon, let alone Giovinazzi in between us. This will be our last lap. This will be our last lap. 69 to end it. To make matters worse, there's a Williams right in front of us that's got to let us all past. Ah, but he got right out the way. Someone's won. Not sure who it was. Valtteri Bottas, was it? Maybe Seb Vettel? Not sure. Oh, I've drifted wide. That's going to kill me. Yeah, Sebastian Vettel wins the Hungarian Grand Prix. And we will finish P14, which is, after starting 21st, a very respectable effort. And maybe just a couple more laps.
There's only 1 lap of fuel
Maybe just a couple more laps we might have gotten Giovinazzi or Esteban Ocon, but it wasn't to be.
race over. Take care of the
The
car.
21st to 14th is a good effort. A really good effort. We had a quick pit strategy. We get driver of the day thanks to that pit strategy. And P14 and within a second of P12 is a respectable effort there, considering the state of the car. Considering how poor our car is compared to the rest of the grid. That's decent. Seb first, I think Lewis second, no, Bottas second and Lewis third. So Bottas will close the gap at the top of the standings. Bottas took fastest lap as well, I believe. So Bottas will close on Lewis. Oh, sorry. Bottas is ahead. Bottas will extend his lead over Lewis Hamilton. We are still 9th in the constructors' standings. Lance Stroll just getting into the points there. Unfortunately, Pierre Gasly picked up 2 points for AlphaTauri there. Great race from him. He did a 2-stop, we did a 3-stop, same as Daniel Ricciardo. And Danny Kvyat behind me, to be fair, who started 9th and finished as 15th. So a 3-stop didn't work for him, nor Grosjean, nor Russell. But it did work for us. Driver of the day is worthwhile, though. It was a good race, that.
You seem to enjoy that. You made it look easy.
It was tough, but
You were cutting your way through the field during the race.
it's easy when our car handles like this. Try and get that chassis part to
We all
pass.
underestimated you, didn't we?
You want to race the team when we're in sync. Great things can happen. You did, but everyone has allowed one mistake. My team had faith in me, and it feels great to live up to it. Underestimated the team, I think.
Great. Well, that's everything.
Thank you, Claire. Give me those acclaim points and those. God, that draws him level with me now, doesn't it, Gasly? I think that draws him level with me in the rivalry. We go up to driver acclaim level 8, and we get a massive team acclaim level boost. We didn't finish in the top 10, but we did get the fastest lap in any session, which is worth 350 grand. Which is very handy indeed. I'm not sure how many resource points will be left on at the end of this weekend. $564. We have a sponsor renewal. Let's manage the sponsor. It's Atlantic. Atlantic were our sponsor. That was complete a total of 75 race weekends. Well, we can get a much higher paying spot. Achieve and hold position 1. We won't be getting... As a team, complete a total of 100 laps during a race weekend. That's easily done. I'll do that one. Goal bonus of 400k. Weekly bonus of 220. Satellite, welcome aboard. Now where is that going to go on the car? I'm not sure. We'll have to have a look. Where are we going to put that on the car? Satellite. It's a square one, so it's not really going to look right there, is it? DSP optics looks okay there. I like the look of that. So we got Shark on the front, DSP optics there. We could put satellite there maybe. On the side of the car. Or does satellite look better there? That looks better on the side, doesn't it? And then maybe we could put DSP optics down the side. So optics there, Shark, DSP optics, satellite, Sudo. See what that looks like. Yeah, I like that. That looks good. Satellite on the end of the rear wing end plates looks great. That'll do us. We will change the livery for next season. So we have 4.86 million at the minute, which is decent. We're not looking to change driver at present, obviously. And I could spend some money on my facilities. But which facilities? That's the question. Thinking chassis build time. Spend 2 million there. We could go quality control for another 2 mil, or we could try and upgrade our driver. I'm probably going to change driver again next season though, so I'm not going to bother. Marketing, slightly increased positive effects from team activities. No, it's not really worth it. Powertrain, fabrication, build time. I'm not going to be doing any more really on the powertrain because I wanted to change engine next season. I'll do quality control. We'll spend 2 million there as well. Right. Activity-wise, we could do simulator training, driver promotion. There are 4 days to fill. So we could go 3 and 1 or 2 and 2. Sponsor event, 100 team acclaim costs us some money. Aerodynamics, morale goes up. Race, I think I might do that one, you know. I might do that and the simulator training for our second driver, and we will go and have a look at this press interview. Then it's the season break. I'm not sure if we get to do any, well no, we don't get to do anything in the season break because it is a complete break. Nothing is allowed to happen in the factories during a season break. So we shall go to the press interview with Will Buxton and hear what he has to say for himself in the mid-season break.
We are in the HQ of our newest Formula 1 team. We've got an awful lot to talk about, so let's jump straight in. Your team is just about scraping by at the bottom of the Constructors' Championship.
Have a word.
Will you be looking to make big changes in order to fix this?
Reliability isn't an issue. Trading the driver lineup is something I'm going to do at the end of the season, so maybe I'll say that.
Your second driver seems to be getting much more comfortable with their car. Have you been focusing on their development?
Actually, yeah. We just did, didn't we?
Things haven't quite been going your way this season. Are you going to be able to turn the team around?
I hope so. As you know, we're struggling with the reliability. We're not quite error package. I mean, I'm going to be forced to say something, but I'm going to say reliability of components because I don't want to affect the chassis or the aero departments.
Or will you be looking for someone else if you're successful?
If they give us good results, their position is safe. We invest in the staff. They develop as fast as their team, then the position is safe. I'll say if they give us good results. It's a results-driven business, of course.
Would it be safe to say that in terms of team orders, your career comes first in your team?
Is my teams and my rules? Absolutely not. Got to consider what's best for the Drivers' Championship. My chances are better. I'll say no team orders. To be fair, we have given our teammates so far this season a pit strategy that worked for them and didn't work for us in France for Juan Manuel Correa. And
Morning, boss.
oh, hello.
This week's income from the sponsors has cleared.
Thank
and
you.
We're making good profit against our running costs.
Good. We are in the black. Right, so season break. As there isn't another race for a while, we will be closing down the Team HQ until the next race weekend. So we get some money, but other than that, nothing much else. So we will... Are there any activities? Got a 2-day. Aerodynamics, morale, or driver promotion. Driver filming promotion. I'll take the aerodynamics, I think. The aero team building. And then we will go to the next race weekend, which will save our progress. So thank you very much for watching on the YouTube video. If you did enjoy that Grand Prix and our progression forward, a pit strategy certainly worked. We were so close to another 2 positions, but it just wasn't quite to be today. It has worked for us in the past, but perhaps next time in Spa, let's have a quick check and see what the weather is going to be like. Interchangeable positions, well, hopefully. Interchangeable conditions in Spa. A dry start, a wet finish. Spa will throw up yet more drama in this save. Right, drop the video a like if you enjoyed. Make sure you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on any more of this series. Like I say, I am away at present as you see this probably. So if there hasn't been a stream for a little while, I apologise. There will be streams back again from the either 10th or 11th of August. And the YouTube videos with regards to FIFA are coming every other day until that same point. But hopefully you're enjoying all the content. Thank you very much for watching. And I'll see you next time.